Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica Streams Coaching and Tarot. Today is Tuesday. It is our daily reading. I'm going to use this deck that I don't know what it is. I wish I knew what it was. Actually, I think it was my daughter's originally. But anyway, hope everyone is doing fantastic. It's our daily reading. And I'll use the Golden Art Nouveau for clarifying. Let's get started. Okay, current situation. The Star. Present influence. Queen of Wands. Future influence. The Fool. We've had the Fool a couple times, haven't we? Didn't we have it yesterday? What to look for. Seven of Wands. Unexpected. Eight of Cups. Challenge. Six of Wands. Strength. Page of Cups. I like that. Where does this lead? Eight of Swords. Death. And Nine of Cups. Advice. Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Chariot. Could be some kind, there's some kind of forward movement. This could be a move. This could be travel. This could be, just moving forward in a situation. The thing with the Chariot, though, is it's something that feels a little bit out of control. Now, it's not like the Tower where something changes, but it's more like, okay, I'm on this ride and, I'm going. So it's more like, let's do it. And it's kind of like that wand energy where you just kind of go, but it seems to not come as a from you. It's just like this journey's going, like it's happening. But also for some of you, it could be move, it could be travel as well. The Star is about the hopes, right? You're very hopeful right now. Like this is the situation. Things seem to be good. They seem to be okay, and that's a good thing. So I think it's a reminder that yeah, just I when it's in a current situation, I feel like you just are feeling like things are going your way. The Queen of Wands also makes me feel that way. The There's something here that's kind of got your motivation again, or now, or I don't want to say necessarily again, but it's really got you excited and really working on things. With the Fool there, it's just like, okay, I felt like this yesterday too. It was just like, I think it was yesterday. Oh, I did a reading yesterday and it was there. So it's like the energy of just going, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm not thinking about it. I'm going to go for it. And then, you know, the Seven of Wands, it's what to look for. Just watch out for yourself. I feel like it's not like this huge warning. We don't have the Tower there, a big card. It's more, just be sure that you're getting what you need out of the situation. Just be sure that you're um taken care of, or that you at least make sure you're okay. And the Eight of Cups is like, well, and I'll be curious on the clarifying of that because it's like walking away from it. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify. I'm going to go back to the three cards, I think, because it makes more sense to me. Trying to change things up. I shouldn't do that all the time. So the Star is really the hopes, the dreams, where you're at now. It feels like there's something very, very hopeful happening here um, for you in the current. But again, it comes from that Queen of Wands energy. So I'm actually going to clarify the Queen first. What is this Queen about? Because I feel like that's what's sparking this hopeful feeling. And there's just a lot of energy here with that Queen. What is this Queen of Wands? Ten of Wands, Seven of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, this is something that has felt really hard, and you feel like, but it's about taking back, the Seven of Swords. I don't feel like it's anyone being sneaky, but I feel like almost like it's not putting balance in, it's taking balance out. I don't know why that is coming clear to me, but not that you want to be chaotic, but I feel like maybe you have focused on one thing for too long and it's just been too hard with this 10 of Wands, 7 of Swords. It's like, no, nah, not anymore. I got to relinquish this. I got to pay attention to something else, another part of my life, another situation, something new, something different. Whether you've been thinking too hard about work or, and I feel like it could be about someone not being honest with you. And that could be work because sometimes it's not one person, it's just the idea that you're not getting honesty. And then we have the star, of course, the star in the current situation. What is the star, please? Can you tell us what the star is? It's a star. Tell us what the star is. The star, temperance. There's that balance again. Yeah, I mean, there's something that you found here. This is about finding something. These are all majors, so this is a big deal right now. Yeah, I like the energy today. I would say embrace it. With the Hermit and the Temperance, it's been searching for something that makes you feel good emotionally. Um, Also, strength, because the Temperance can also be about alchemy, I believe. So I do feel like that it's kind of about that, the discovery, the Hermit, the shining the light right on that Temperance. It's just like, yeah, no, I have hope. I think like there is this revigoration for sure. Now, if you've spent some time alone or you've spent some time really thinking about a situation, that's what this is, because the Hermit is shining that light, making that discovery, and that's you making a discovery. Like, wow, and it could be very subtle, to be honest with you, because sometimes the most subtle things make the biggest impact in our lives. And the big things are just come and go, right? But the small things seem to stick around. So then we have the Fool and the future influence, which I feel like, taking that leap of faith, it's understanding, it's an influence, so it's understanding that you need to just go for it, unhinged, just kind of let yourself go. It feels like freedom a little bit, and that you may be like, again, you've got the 8 of Swords, so it is a feeling to me of letting go of being stuck, freeing yourself of that, especially with the Death to the 9 of Cups. There's some real freedom coming in here. Tell me about this Fool energy, please. 7 of Pentacles, Temperance again, and the 2 of Wands. Yeah, this is so the 2 of Wands, twos are about balance kind of in general. 7 of Pentacles is like something that you've been working on, again, something that's been on your mind. This that 7 of Swords energy as well, kind of like relinquishing that, and I feel like now that you have more balance or something's more in line, you feel like you can move forward. 2 of Wands is that plan. The Fool is, let's do it, and then you're going to do it. And I feel like there might be a little bit of stuff along the way. Like I said, with the 7 of Wands, you've got to look out for yourself. And I really feel like what this is saying. Just whatever you do, whatever the situation is, whether it's work, if it involves other people, or even just you, make sure you're looking out for yourself. Getting what you need out of a situation, especially if it's adverse in any way, like buying a home, changing jobs, changing a position. Just make sure that you are looking out for yourself and that you will take care of yourself. That's my biggest thing. The 8 of Cups is in the unexpected. So there is something you're going to walk away from unexpectedly. So because I think there's this energy that comes in, feels really, really good, but it's leading you to like, yeah, what is this 8 of Cups, please? I need to know. Because what are you walking away from? Honestly, I think it's, you realize that that burden that we were talking about with the was that the Queen of Wands? That Ten of Wands is what you know, I don't need this anymore. I don't need this anymore. Tell me about the Eight of Cups, please. Four of Wands, Six of Pentacles, King of Cups. I feel like what you're looking for is, in some cases, when I'm going to say love, I don't necessarily mean romantic love, but I mean love of anything. So take that with a grain of salt. It's not necessarily looking for love. Um, but I do find with the Four of Wands, Six of Pentacles, King of Cups, you're going, you know, I need to, I feel like what you're walking towards is balance, give and take, being, um, I feel like whatever you're walking away from isn't giving you this, isn't giving you a reason to celebrate, isn't giving you give and take, isn't giving you compassion, and love. And I feel like you're just like, I'm done. I need to find more balance. And, and I say balance because Six of Pentacles, even though it's not balance, it's a give and take though. You finally have enough room to give, but are you getting in return? And it doesn't have to be tit for tat, right? Like when someone has finance resources and they can offer you something monetary, but they're not expecting monetary in return, right? It's more just gratitude or just kindness, or there's always that. There's always something, or it just makes that person feel good. So that's their, that's what they get back. It's like, no, this makes me feel good. This person's been there for me in the past. So, this is what I can give them. It's that kind of feeling where it's not necessarily getting back the same thing that you're getting. And I feel like that there's a realization here with this Eight of Cups. And I do think it comes as a surprise, but what's nice about it, and I like it, especially near the star, is that you're realizing that there's more in the universe for you. And that feels good to me in general. So we have the Six of Wands in the challenge and the Page of Cups in the strength. So there is a bit about recognition here that it's become quite a challenge. Oops, this is upside down. Sorry. Um, Six of Wands here and the Page of Cups. The challenge of maybe getting recognition in some sort, or you want to be more in the center for some reason. If the Queen of Wands is there, I can see that, because the Queen of Wands is about getting center of attention. She usually is just by default. um, and the Page of Cups though is what you have to offer. You have a lot to offer, whether it's work, love, friendship, family. It's a reminder that you are offering, you are giving to this situation a lot. Because to me, that, like, I'm almost getting teary-eyed, like that kind of, you have, what you're giving is extremely important, even though you may not be recognized for that. The Where this leads, we've got the Eight of Swords, Death, and Nine of Cups. I like the transition because if you're feeling stuck, that is changing. Things are moving forward, and there is a transformation coming, and this feels really good to me. And then it goes to the Nine of Cups, which is about your wishes and your dreams, and it's nice. So tell me about the Eight of Swords. What is this Eight of Swords here? Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Okay, Judgment, Justice, and Two of Cups. This might be something where you feel like, huh. I mean, it could be about a relationship with that Two of Cups sitting there. But with the Judgment and the Justice, I feel like things are righted. But until this happens, that's why you're feeling stuck. There's something about this relationship, though, that's making you feel stuck. So even if this reading is about non-relationship. There's something about this partnership, this Two of Cups, that there's something about with the Judgment is, the rebirth, the Justice is about the right things, having justice, understanding the truth to something. I feel like this is saying, I think this is what's changing because of the justice. Now, the Judgment may be, something coming back around, but the justice is, I think, like understanding the true balance of things. And this is like not temperance balance, that the emotional balance. This is like physical balance and understanding the truth and getting to the truth of something. And you're getting to the truth of something. So if you've been feeling stuck, and you are going to get to the truth of that. And that leads to the Death card, which is right here. So we've got the Death. So we'll clarify that, which is transformation and change. And I like it because it leads to the Nine of Cups. So what is the Death card? What's happening here with this? I do like that a lot. I will be honest with you, that Death card, tell me about this Death card, please. Three of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Judgment again. So there is something where there's some kind of rejuvenation here with it feels like it could be work related with the Three of Pentacles, or definitely partnership. The Knight of Swords, there's definitely something that comes in that does allow a situation to grow. So whether this is relationship, work, or whatever it is to you, it's growing with the Judgment. So it's a rekindling of something. It could be, okay, relationship, absolutely someone coming from the past, but it could be just revitalization within yourself about love in general, if it's relationship, or about work, or about what you're doing for a living, or about how you're handling something. It can be anything, but with the Three of Pentacles, it does have to do with working with people. So I do feel like this situation is bringing you your vitality back. I keep getting the word throughout. I've had it, but I haven't said it. It's like vitality, this Queen of Wands energy, this excitement energy, the Fool going for it. And now it's happening with the Death card. It's like everything's coming in where it's supposed to be. It's like everything's coming into place. It's just falling right there. And that's the transformation, and that's what feels good. And that's why you have the Nine of Cups here, because once you can allow yourself to transform and change, then you can reach your full potential and reach your full desires. And what is this Nine of Cups? Tell me about the Nine of Cups. I mean, I do. I feel like that's what this is saying, and you're on the right track, right? Things take a while, but I would say with it being a daily reading, there are good things happening around you. I will say too, with the Seven of Wands and Eight of Cups, is there's a little bit of apprehension, and that's okay. Tell me about the Nine of Cups, please. Nine of Pentacles, Lovers, and Strength. Yeah, I mean, there could be like with the Nine of Pentacles and the Lovers. I know Nine of Pentacles is independence, but it's also reaching goals. Working hard to reach your goals, and it could be with a partnership. Now, this doesn't have to be love, okay? Lovers, yes, but it doesn't have to be. And then the Strength is, this is just, you having that strength to hang in there. But I feel like more importantly that you understand a situation a lot better with the Nine of Pentacles. There's something that I'm getting where you understand it. It makes sense. This is whatever this partnership to you, it even could be balanced, but I feel like it's more partnership. I feel like it could be work, again, love. There's nothing screaming love here. There's nothing screaming work here. So I feel it's very general, but the Strength card is always good because it means that you have the ability to move forward in whatever is happening, no matter what happens. And I like the Strength too, because this could be you just becoming more confident. The strength is a confidence card as much as anything else. You know, it takes a lot of courage to be confident. It does. You know, it's hard sometimes to be confident. And I feel like that's what this is about. And I feel like that's you reaching your full potential with the Nine of Cups. And having that Nine of Pentacles there, the nine, the lovers is six, and the strength is eight. But those two are really important. Like, you know, three sixes and nines are really important in the tarot. They're more important in the minors, but you have two nines there. So understand that. Like, I really like this. So what is your advice? The advice is Ace of Swords, which is, I mean, this is just about being clear. Again, we have the Seven of Wands and what to look for. You know, make sure you look out for yourself. Make sure you're standing up for yourself. Be honest, be clear. Make sure you understand what's happening. And I think that that's really all there is to it, is just really understanding something, being clear about what you need, what you want, you know, being vocal about it, not just think someone can understand it. You got to say it so that they do understand it. So there you have your reading for today. Let me know. Hit that thumbs up button. Take care. Have a beautiful one.